Hello everybody and welcome back to another Deep Ogre review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Transformers Kingdom Deluxe class Waspinator. Obviously, if you haven't noticed, I deleted the Cheetor video just so I can get this one out without any previous notion or whatever it is, because I'm leading up figures slightly bigger than each other, bigger than each other, bigger than each other, to lead up to the 50th review. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know what that is. But anyway, without further ado, I will get into Waspinator's accessories. That was terrible. Sorry. For Waspinator's blaster, his butt blaster, you get that, obviously, you get that black and yellow of the wasp butt, his sting butt, and then on mine, you do have a little bit of black splotching. My camera is not focusing. It is not having blackness today. That's quite racist of you, Cameron. But it is obviously cast in yellow. Nice gloss black painted over it clearly. My camera is not focusing. Good lord. But it does look good, obviously, out of the handle. And it's kind of not even really a point. I really wish they would have gone more of like the Thrilling 30 route with the blaster. I might just get that figure just to switch the blasters and compare these guys because, I don't know, Kingdom Waspinator, he's kind of roopy, but we'll get into that later. Obviously, you just plug it into his hand, and that's pretty much it. With the way his hand is sculpted, he either holds it all sideways like this, or you have to have him hold it kind of just shallowly in, or else that knuckle will get in the way of him holding it like straight regularly. So, I don't know. That kind of sucks. I really hate Transformers with like the knuckle dusters or whatever right here that hinder them from holding the weapons. But obviously he looks pretty nice with his gun in his hand. Uh, it does, obviously. It's Waspinator's gun, obviously, but at the same time, I just feel like they could have gone a more cartoon accurate route, like they did with the Thrilling 30 figure from a couple of years back. And for the card that I got from this guy, I got the Optimus Prime Nemesis Prime card. I already had this on my wall, so that's why there's tack marks in the bottom and the top. But it does look very nice. I love this artwork, and it is very, very shimmery and rainbowy and all that good stuff that you expect from the Kingdom trading cards. But more on to Waspinator's detail. And for this guy's up close details, obviously, it is a very, very recognizable face. You have those nice, clear, light piped eyes. Don't really work because of his backpack, unless he's turning to the side, which kind of sucks because I love, love, love me some light piping. One thing I do think that they screwed up on is his mouth. It is very fuzzy. It is not very nicely painted in, or the head crest, the yellow head crest right there above his eyes. But I think I don't know what they were fucking thinking, but they did a better job on like Cheetor's maximal insignia on his forehead and Rat Trap's forearm maximal insignias, which is insane because those things are tiny as balls. So this guy does kind of lose the detail in the head, but his body more than makes up for it. You have a nice glossy green for the bug head, split across right here, down to his arms. You have that, again, the kind of unfocused yellow for the shoulders, his long bug legs. Nice yellow right there, rolled up into little cylinder things. You do have pegs right on the side of the forearms, but I don't really mind. I really love the purple on this guy throughout. You have that nice texture on the bug eyes and his robot head eyes. And then on the back, you have those nice translucent purple wings. They are on ball joints, but we'll get more into that on transformation. Then you have that huge ass bubble butt right here. And for the weapon storage, you can just if it would get out of his hand, that would be awesome. If it would, there we go. But you can just plug that in right here for weapon storage and for alt mode, so we'll keep that in for the rest of this segment. And there's that brown right there. I don't know why that is molded in a different color. If my camera would focus, you could see it. All the way down, you have obviously very, very waspinatory legs and very waspinatory feet. I really love his feet. I don't know, that sounded really wrong, but I really like the way his feet look. And that nice kind of lighter green for the heel spurs, and then you have the actual foot and toe itself. Yellow on the cylinders and green stripe down the shin. Obviously, you have those two spikes on the knee. That would really fucking hurt if he just kneed you right in the crotch. But my complaints with this guy come in with the legs. His legs do suck. They suck a fat load of balls. The insect legs, to be specific, not his actual like robot legs. I hate these things. The ones on the legs catch the arms and get caught on the arms, and it's a whole fucking thing. And then if you have just his arms down to the side, his other bug legs get caught on him, and there's no real comfortable way to have them, because that looks kind of fucking weird. And these just like to pop out if you put them in any other position, and they're a little tight. On mine, yeah, they just work themselves out if I try to move them. So that's not very good at all. At all. But, I mean, it's easy enough. It's just a mushroom peg. You put... Fuck! You put that just right back on. I said you were easy. There we go. Right back on. And, yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy's detail. I do have some black paint splotches, like right there and on the weapon. But other than that, nothing really bad here. Nothing really bad at all on my copy. I got this guy from Hero Headquarters. If you live in Colorado Springs, or if you live in the Colorado Westminster area, I'd recommend going down there. They have a lot of Marvel Legends, Star Wars, Transformers, and etc. Now for his articulation, you have this kind of weird hinge right here at the shoulder for transformation, but that combined with the actual hinge, can you get up about that far and down really far? Obviously, okay, that's another complaint, is that move the arms, the head, and this whole assembly right here doesn't plug into anything. So when you're going to move the arms, it just likes to fly up. When you're going to move the head, it likes to pop out. It sucks. It really does. But, I mean, it doesn't bog down the figure too much, in my opinion. It's just something that you have to deal with and fiddle around, as with every Transformer. But his arm can go full 360 all the way around. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, only gets to about 90 degrees. Obviously, his insectoid arms are on a... Oh shit. are on a 360 swivel. You have a ball joint at the head. He can look up about that far, down not really far at all. And you do have that beautiful, beautiful tilt. Classic. Very loose waist, or not loose as in like floppy, but kind of a waist swivel that gets impeded by the insectoid mandibles right there. His legs can... Oh, right. Before we move on to the legs, he does have a mushroom peg on the hands, so they just go full 360. Legs kick up about that far. Back not really far due to the bubble butt. And out about that far. Kind of a thigh swivel right there. Single jointed knee. Gets, yeah, really nice. And obviously for transformation, you get that other-sided. This is actually moving a little further and better than the backwards. Ankle can go down, can go up, and you have that beautiful War for Cybertron unique ankle pivot. And here he is, for comparison, sorry. Here he is next to the Transformers Kingdom Deluxe Class Air Razor and Transformers Kingdom Deluxe Class Cheetor. And here he is next to a couple Marvel Legends. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Doctor Strange. This thing has not aged very well. And here he is next to the brand new Spider-Man No Way Home Marvel Legends Doctor Strange. And here he is next to the Transformers Kingdom Leader Class Megatron and the Transformers Kingdom Voyager Class Optimus Primal. And last but not least, here he is next to the Transformers Kingdom Fossilizer Arachnite, and here he is next to the Transformers Kingdom Black Arachnia. Some things I forgot about before we move on to transformation is the wings are on a ball joint. You can move them as you please, and these antennae on the front are on a swivel, so you just twist them around or do whatever you want to do, really. But without further ado, let's get into his transformation. And for his Wasp mode, I gotta say, I love this thing to an extent. It looks a lot better than the other one. At the same time, I'm not sure I'm doing this right. I gotta be honest, I'm not sure I'm doing this right, or if it's just my copy. But these feet will not tab in at whatsoever. And his arms are kind of just right there. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do with them, but that's what I'm doing with them. And that's pretty much all I have bad to say about this alt mode. It does look good. You get some hinges right there at the head. He can look up. It can't look really down, but you can get him in a nice flying pose. Obviously, the legs retain all that movement, and so do the wings. And that very, very nice detail on the wings and the back. And the insect head looks ravishing, I must say. The mandibles also do move, but that also kind of splits the head apart, which that is very intuitive of them to do the splitty heady thingy. I can't remember what other figure did that, but it was. I'm trying to remember what other figure does the splitty chest thing, but I can't remember it right now. And then obviously it's pretty much ruined. It's really big. It is a chunky wasp, and that's pretty much all I have to say. I like the detail, and I like the articulation that it retains, but that's pretty much all I like about it. It doesn't tab in on mine, and I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong, or if I'm doing something wrong. I don't know what else to say, but it just... these feet will not tab in for the life of them, man, for the life of them. So it kind of just crumbles in your hand. But that's, nonetheless, I feel like I could still whoosh it around and whatever and do all that stuff that you would do with a jet mode figure. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. All I have to say about the Wasp mode. Overall, I think this guy is absolutely fantastic. No matter, like, the qualms that I have or the problems that I have, I still absolutely adore this guy. And as it is Kingdom, it's one of the best figures in my collection. And per usual, like I said earlier, Kingdom has been killing it, and Waspinator here is no exception. I do think he is better than the Thrilling 30 without even having the Thrilling 30 in my collection. That's better than I can say for poor old Rhinox, but we'll get into him another time, hopefully. And overall, this guy just, in bug mode, he's fantastic, honestly. And as for his robot mode, I think he looks absolutely fantastic with the rest of the Kingdom cast and the rest of the Beast Wars figures. If you have any of them, you do a service and get yourself a Waspinator, because it just feels like Waspinator. And obviously he looks absolutely fantastic next to the rest of the Predacons, because he is one of the Predacons. I forgot to mention in the details segment, he does have a very, very nicely tempoed Predacon symbol on his right shoulder. And it also helps that his head kind of pops off a little easily when you're moving it around, but not too easily for me to complain about it. It's just easy to pop on and pop off, and for Waspinator, personally, I think that works immensely in his favor. And it looks amazing with the other Maximals, whether you're having him threaten everybody else or having the universe hate Waspinator. He looks fantastic in almost every pose you put him with. Of course, the hindrances are his leg, or the bug legs, and that's honestly pretty much it. And he's Waspinator. What else can I say? The Hasbro team did a great job on this guy, and I cannot wait to see what they have in store for us for the future. And of course, honestly, the complaints I have don't outweigh the amazing, amazing things that this figure can pull off, in my opinion. And for closing thoughts, I think this guy is worth your purchase, and I'll give him a 8.5 out of 10. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this review, hit the like. If you want to see more from my channel, subscribe. And check out my Instagram, Maddie _is_ gone. And check out my Twitter, MaddieGwen12. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.